In this video, I am going to undertake a real phone interview for a job I have applied for. If you have a phone interview coming up soon for any role or company, make sure you watch this interview because the answers I am about to give will definitely help you pass your interview too. But before I get into the phone interview, let me give you several really important tips that will help you pass your phone interview at the first attempt. Make sure you write these down. Tip number one is to make sure you undertake your phone interview in a quiet location where there are no distractions or background noise. So think carefully about where you are going to undertake the phone interview. The location is very important because if there's lots of background noise, it will put off the hiring manager. Phone interview tip number two is to make sure the signal in the location you are undertaking your phone interview is strong. If the connection cuts out or it is weak during the phone interview, it will definitely put off the hiring manager. And also make sure your mobile or cell phone is fully charged. And phone interview tip number three is a brilliant one. And that is, before your phone interview, to prepare your answers to the most common phone interview questions. Now, before my phone interview, I've actually written out all of the answers I want to give. These answers are in preparation to the most common phone interview questions. I'm confident the hiring manager is going to ask me lots of questions that I have already prepared for. And once my phone interview is over, I will tell you where you can instantly download my full phone interview script. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the hiring manager to call me so we can undertake the phone interview. I am fully prepared and ready. There is no background noise. The phone signal is strong. My phone is fully charged. I have a glass of water at the ready and my scripted answers are here in front of me. Okay, it's the hiring manager. Let's start the phone interview. Hello, Richard McMahon speaking.
Hi Richard, it's Rebecca. I'll be conducting your phone interview today. Can you please start off and tell me about yourself?
Yes, of course, no problem. Well, first of all, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I read the job description before applying and I'm confident that I have the skills to match the job description. I am a diligent, hard-working and collaborative team player who prides myself on high standards. In my last role, I gained relevant experience working on teams, responding quickly to challenges, and I successfully helped the company launch new products. I would describe myself as a high achiever. For example, in my last job, I won Employee of the Month, and my manager praised me for my excellent customer service skills. Outside of work, I keep fit and active and I play team sports, which demonstrates my ability to work well with other people. If you hire me, I will be a great role model for the company and always take ownership of my professional development to ensure I am always a useful asset to my team.
Thank you. And tell me, why do you want this job?
Yes, I actually want this job for two reasons. The first reason is I am passionate about this role and the industry. We spend a lot of time at work and I want that time to be spent doing something that I love. I also want this job because it is with your company. I actually researched you before applying and I was impressed with your innovative approach to business and your positive workplace culture. If I am successful in my application, I am confident I can build a long-term career with your company and become an integral part of its success.
Can you tell me, Richard, are you applying for any other jobs?
Yes, I must be honest, I am applying for several jobs simply to keep my options open. However, out of all the jobs I am applying for, this job with your company is where the majority of my preparation has been focused. If I were fortunate enough to have several job offers, including this one, your company would definitely be my top choice.
Okay, that's great to hear. Now tell me, what are your greatest strengths?
My greatest strengths are actually a really good match for the job description, which I read before the interview. So I am a strong collaborator and I always act selflessly in my work. So I always put the needs of my team first. Other strengths include my fast pace of work. So I tend to complete more work than the average employee, which I believe will give you a greater return on my salary. I also ensure that I utilise a cost-conscious work approach. So this means I take care of company supplies and resources to always help save money. Finally, perhaps my greatest strength is problem solving. I take ownership of problems when they occur instead of leaving them for others to deal with. For example, in my last job, the company website crashed late on a Friday afternoon. I volunteered to stay behind late after work to help resolve the issue so the company didn't lose any sales over the weekend.
Thank you. They sound like great strengths. And tell me, what is your biggest weakness?
I would say that my biggest weakness is I find it difficult to say no to people. When people ask me for help or to take on additional responsibilities, I automatically say yes. So this weakness is because I don't want to let people down. However, I am taking positive steps to assess my capacity for extra work before saying yes so that I don't overcommit.
Okay, do you have any more weaknesses I need to be aware of?
The only other weakness that I have been actively seeking to improve on is my ability to delegate tasks to other people. For example, in the past, I would try to do things myself because I felt they would be done to a higher standard. However, I quickly realised that failing to delegate was not conducive to effective teamwork. So to resolve this weakness, I have been forcing myself to delegate tasks to team members based on their strengths to help increase work output and also greater productivity.
Thank you. How do you respond to feedback and criticism?
I view feedback and constructive criticism as essential elements of my ongoing development. Therefore, I always listen to any feedback that is offered. I determine its value and then take action to improve. My motto is, feedback is the breakfast of champions. So I believe that if I'm constantly improving and growing professionally, I will always have secure employment because I will be an asset to my employer.
And how do you prioritise your work?
Being able to prioritise my work is actually one of my other strengths. So I use a traffic light system to prioritise my work. First, I create a list of tasks and projects that I am responsible for. I then colour code the list in order of priority against my team's goals and objectives. Red tasks are urgent and require immediate attention. Orange tasks come second, and green tasks can be left for later in the working day when I have more time available. I am naturally an organised person who finds it quite easy to prioritise my tasks effectively to help my team progress.
Thank you. It sounds like you're a very organised person. Tell me, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Thank you, I appreciate that. I actually have a definitive plan of where I would like to be in 5 years, and it centres on working for your company. In 5 years, I would be in this role with more responsibility or have earned a promotion. I would also have completed lots of training courses to enhance and diversify my skills, have experience across different company departments, and also be a valued and respected employee who specialises in several business areas. In 5 years, I would also like to be someone the company could use to help train new team members, because this will help to develop my coaching and mentoring skills.
Richard, tell me, why should we hire you over the other candidates?
I believe you should hire me for 3 reasons. First, I am an excellent match for the job description and a fast worker. So this means I can immediately impact the team and I will require minimal supervision. The second reason you should hire me is that I work hard to seek ways to help my employer grow. For example, in my last job, I remember I recommended that the company implement a customer feedback form on its website to help gather ideas on how it could grow and to also help meet customer demand. And finally, you should hire me because I am always self-motivated. I take pride in my work and I will never let you down. I understand that in order for your company to achieve success, you need people like me to do their job properly and always act as a good role model for the business.
Okay, that's the end of the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Thank you. I would just like to ask 3 questions, please. The first question is, what is it that the top performing employees do in your company to achieve success? My second question is, what opportunities for professional training are there in the company? And finally, question number 3 is there any additional information I can read to learn more about your company while I wait to hear the result of my interview? Okay, so as you could see, I gave fantastic answers to the most common interview questions. At the end of that phone interview, the hiring manager actually invited me to a face-to-face interview, which demonstrates how powerful these answers are. Now, if you want to download my full set of ready-made brilliant answers to common and difficult phone interview questions, make sure you click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video at any time. Go straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can have these answers in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. You can print them off and have them in front of you at your phone interview. Finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Please give the video a like and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an absolute honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for passing your phone interview. Have a great day.